Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The High Ground. I am your host, the Baron of Cloud City himself, the one and only and not from Sony, never a phony or a punk-ass, sucker-ass, chump-ass macaroni, Abu Nas. I am also the president of the Abu Nas Rehabilitation Center. Yes, a multinational global conglomerate here to facilitate the needs of shills that really want to come and get help. We're worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. We got branches out in Australia. We got branches out in Japan. We got branches out in the Netherlands, Sweden, England, South Africa, Hawaii, and of course, the headquarter branch within the United States. I tell you, the Rebel Alliance, the Resistance, the Boycott crew, we got our work cut out for us. I mean, I can only say for myself that I welcome this. I was hoping that Disney and fake-ass Lucasfilm wouldn't go down without a fight. I was hoping for that. I mean, after the disaster that was Solo and they lost all that money, in my head I was thinking, okay, the regime change is going to happen. Everything is going to be good. They're going to ush it. Nope. Are they going to put a muzzle on the employees running their mouth? Nope. They just is like business as usual. Over there. That's what I like to hear. And that's what I like to see. I like to see people be stubborn. Be arrogant. I like that type of shit. Because you know why? Because it's going to make the boycott even more fun to perform. On all levels. Now, I just came back from a wonderful live stream roundtable discussion called the Call of the Rebel Alliance. It had reviews for you, Mad Talk TV, Stephanie Janicek, and myself. And we really locked that and put it down, you know. And I stayed on there until, unfortunately, the Google Hangout just kept kicking me off and wouldn't allow me to jump back into the channel. Now, in my head, I was like, maybe there was some technical difficulties, or maybe it was Disney and fake Lucasfilm trying to pull the plug. It's like, nope, this roundtable is too hot. Let's pull the plug on this shit. They don't want the truth to be heard. They don't want us slapping down The Last Jedi and breaking that shit down about how horrible that trash movie is. But I said to myself, okay, we're just getting started. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said it quite beautifully. We are a community. Between the YouTubers like myself and many others, to the fans that's watching and commenting just like y'all. We're all a family and a community that's going to rally together and shut this shit down. Now, for a lot of us, maybe we want things to change in order for us to come back to the movies and enjoy ourselves. Well, if we could do that, we pretty much need this shit to start completely over. Completely. But I've said this many a times in numerous videos. You already know my stance. I'm ready to burn this shit down. But in the interest of, helping with the fans that, want to give it another chance and everything like that, I said, all right, I'll roll with the status quo. We'll see what happens. Now, unfortunately, I'm not on Twitter anymore. And my efforts to try to get back on has failed because Twitter police is very thorough in their branch of cybersecurity. So I was unsuccessful. Now, any of my fam that's from Twitter or from here on YouTube, if you can get to me on my email and let me know how to, sneak in from the back door, let your brother know, so I can try to do that. But in the event, if I'm not able to get back there, this is my home. And I have all of my family in my home relaxing, chilling, and just taking it easy. I got a lot of food. I got beverages, drinks, smokes, whatever you like. Whatever's your flavor, I got that for you. Why? Because I'm blessed and I'm very grateful for you to share your time out of your busy schedule to hang out with me for a little bit. All right? Now I'm going to try my very best, and I said this in many a videos. I'm going to try my very best to keep this short and sweet. Uncle Nush, you make me laugh. It's all right, fam. It's all right. I'm just going to try to put my best foot forward. Okay. Great show. You know, just more or less freestyling off the top because, you know, outside of my physical therapy that I'm doing right now, and it's kind of slow. Got my feet soaking at the moment. And, you know, oh my God, it was just murder. You know, my feet is still throbbing, but, you know, no pain right now. But trust me, I got to keep popping the meds, making sure everything is okay. But never mind me. 1,000 subscribers. That live stream right there was one of the most special things that I have ever done, knowing that I was, you know, connecting with all of you, you know, live. You know what I'm saying? I never done that before. I mean, I watched a lot of live streams from the other YouTubers, and it was all good, but I never done one myself until that 1,000 mark that I made, and that was special. You know, and I've been hearing the call for me to do something like that again, so we will see. But I want to try to do it in a way where I can surprise y'all and surprise myself, rather, you know, because everything is spontaneous behind that. You know, but, you know, the topic of today, you know, is us, you know, staying together as a family. Knowing that a lot of us have divorced ourselves from this whole thing with fake Lucasfilm and Disney, but at the same time, we still love Star Wars. And we're not quite ready to bury it as of yet. For some of us, really. But I'm of the mindset I want to have this buried. I just can't have them continually bastardize and destroy the franchise, especially with what's going on with Twitter that, unfortunately, I don't even have the information because I'm not there anymore. You know, but I trust my other family that's there, still holding it down. But even they're telling me, Abu Nas, it's extremely toxic out there. No, I have no doubt. Because the shills are going to do whatever they have to push their social justice bullshit agenda and make certain that we are pushed back because they want to see that progress or that social change that's needed in a brand that's 40 years old. Well, I'm here to tell you, Pilgrim, that's not going to happen. Why? Because of platforms like this, on Twitter, on Facebook, every user that knows how fucked up and completely retarded this whole thing is, because we know when in the last 40 years that Star Wars been in existence, everything was good. You know? For those that didn't even like the prequels, they knew that Star Wars was still Star Wars to a certain degree. And then when we got the Clone Wars, they felt that magic, you know? It wasn't until the sale of Disney that everything went wrong. But at the time, people were celebrating. Yay! If George Lucas wasn't making no more Star Wars movies, then Disney will make it, and then we'll have Star Wars again. Yay! But that was the trap. We was bamboozled. We was hoodwinked. We was set up. Kathleen Kennedy sat at the table with George Lucas. She said, and I quote, "We will do everything we can," well, paraphrasing actually, "we will do everything we can to protect these characters in the stories that George Lucas created and that you all love and remember." Paraphrasing. But you get the gist. You know what she said. George Lucas sitting up there like he didn't know what was going on or what was about to happen. Then when the hammer fell down, and he did The Force Awakens Episode 4 reboot, people were saying that that movie did so much money, and it did. But I said in my Rebel Alliance live stream, you do know that the only reason that they made so much money was because you had Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher coming back to reprise their role. Did you actually believe that the Star Wars fandom that was there since the beginning, stood on the long lines for months and months, go to a movie to see a trailer of the Phantom Menace, pay money, pay a full ticket to a movie that had the Phantom Menace trailer playing, pay it to go see that and then walk out? Do you know how dedicated we are as fans? So, did you actually think for 1 second that this wasn't going to be the biggest draw of all time? Now, by the time that we went and paid all this money, now we see that our heroes was in the movie, but they wasn't together. And, you know, at the time, we was just so hyped up with the fact that they was on screen that we really didn't take a critical look at how fucked up the way they came on screen was. Han Solo and Stephanie Janisek said this perfectly. I mean, you don't have to be necessarily the same that you was 30 years, but you don't have to regress to what you was way back then either. You're a human being. You're continuously growing. Han Solo was a rogue, a scoundrel, a smuggler. Then when he got with Luke and Leia and was dealing with the Rebel Alliance, especially after when they rescued him from Jabba the Hutt, he was fully committed to the cause. Why? Because he had a bounty on his head from Jabba. No Jabba, no bounty. Win-win. And so your boy, full-blown Rebel Alliance. And they made him a general. And then on top of that, he was growing. He still had the same roguish appearance and same roguish attitude, but he had a purpose now. That's how you grow. Leia was an optimistic and very spunky and amazingly gifted woman. Even when she was that young. Senator for the Galactic Senate. Stepdaughter of Bail Organa. But she grew. She grew from the Torf-talking, natural-born charismatic leader to growing into a woman that cared so much for the freedom of the galaxy and stood by the Rebel Alliance even when Alderaan got blown up. You know, that's the type of thing that could be traumatic. You've seen your father and billions and trillions of people blown out of existence. And even in her grief, she kept it funky. Stayed with the Rebel Alliance. Made sure that we was going to stay dedicated to the fight. If that's not a woman that can inspire people, I don't know what is. And her character was perfect. She wasn't spitting no social justice warrior bullshit. She was everything that we could all want in a character. Men loved her. Women wanted to be like her. Not like that Mary Sue Ray. That bitch is Superwoman on steroids. Picking up boulders just by blinking. No training whatsoever. Now we go on to Luke Skywalker. This man was a farm boy. But I was going to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. Uncle Owen slapped the shit out of him. Calm your ass down. And you go over there and get these droids cleaned up. That's your job. So he takes C-3PO and R2-D2. He cleaning them up. But his mind was somewhere else. He wanted to follow his friends into the academy. But he couldn't do it. Why? Because he was dirt poor. They needed to stay on the farm to make it work. Okay, well, unbeknownst to him, R2-D2 and C-3PO had the plans for the Death Star. Stormtroopers came out. We getting this shit back. Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, casualties of war. But by that time, he was hooked up by the one and only, not from Sony, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hey, that shit rhymed, by the way. Now, Luke Skywalker farm boy. He goes with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Meets up with Han Solo, rogue smuggler and scoundrel. Alright, now they go off on the adventure. They rescue Princess Leia, and he gets a medal. Now, he's not a farm boy anymore. He became an actual commander. Growth. That's what I'm trying to get at. So you get to this point. Now, he's learning more about the Force. He's getting training from Jedi Master Yoda. That's the key word here, folks. Training. I know Mary Sue Ray looking at me like, fuck yourself. No, fuck you. So again, we get back to Luke getting his training. But he got a little rambunctious. He loved his people. He loved his friends. He didn't want to see them hurt. Yoda and Obi-Wan was trying to tell him, just wait, chill, my dude. You gonna be good. Just keep training, but he couldn't do it. He went out, got his ass handed to him by Darth Vader, and spoiler alert, Darth Vader was his father. So that's a double whammy for your ass. He had to come back humble. He got more training, trained himself a little bit more, but he wanted to get back to Yoda, and Yoda told him, no more training did you require. You know, you're not a Jedi yet until you face Darth Vader. Not ready for the burden, were you? You know, and that was a deep, deep thing. But he knew Luke was going to be the one. That's why Yoda said, my time is done. I did everything I possibly could. And Luke faced his father, saw the conflict in him. And I've even said this in my very first video. You know, Darth Vader, one of the most badass and most iconic villains of all time, was truly a victim. A victim of his own greed, of his own selfishness, masked in fear of losing his loved ones. Shit is deep. And that's all from the minds of George Lucas. You know, somebody really creative. You know, somebody really original. Not like that hack J.J. Abrams. Not like that bitch ass beta cuck sucker for love Rian Johnson. No, none of those assholes. I'm talking about somebody original that created all of this. But the point I'm trying to make is that these people had character growth, character development. Mary Sue Ray, she came out of fucking nowhere doing every fucking thing. That bitch could drive cars, speeders, bikes, kites, do double jump flips over the cliff with no parachute and survive. She could do it all. And she just happened to find the Millennium Falcon and could fly that. Bypassed the system, made it better. Had old man Han looking like, I watched that again. I watched Force Awakens again, and I'm like, I should have seen more shit that was wrong with this movie. But it makes no never mind. Now you get past that, these people had character arcs that got them to the point where they became legends. And then the EU only expanded on that. More character growth. So why in the world did we come to The Force Awakens with stupid ass Jar Jar Abrams along with old man Kazdan that lost a step? Wanted to make Han back to a rogue, a scoundrel, and a smuggler. He damn near 75 years old. Now he's a smuggler? And then they turned Leia into a general with no military training, no military career, nothing. Slap a general tag on your titty and you're ready to go. Meanwhile, what was our boy Luke doing? Ooh, baby. Good. He was on that island, chilling, squeezing titties, telling space nuns to clean up my mess. He was a fisherman. He was a watcher of the water. He didn't know what was going on, didn't give a fuck. Like I said, why did these characters regress like this? I can tell you one thing, because people did not have nothing mapped out. Everybody was winging this shit from day one. They didn't want George Lucas story treatments and stuff like that. Nah, they signed on the dotted line. Fuck it, George Lucas. Fuck his story treatments. Fuck everything that he's about. We're gonna make some money. Money. Force Awakens. $2 billion and all that. Money. The toys are flying off the shelf. But little did we know, there was gonna be somebody that was pretty much gonna destroy the fandom. And you know what? In hindsight, I'm glad it happened. Because now we get to see who the real people for this shit is, as opposed to the casual fans that was riding on the bandwagon but don't have a clue as to what really makes Star Wars so great. Not a clue. They just riding the wave. And they just want to sprinkle their little social justice shit along with it to make it just like the Marvel movies. That's good for the Marvel movies, but it ain't good for us here. Why? Because it's a mythology. It's an American generational story that spans everything, from your kids to your grandkids to your great-grandkids. And it speak about simple themes that still are relevant today. I'm sorry that the world is changing, and yeah, we're not going to be alive when it goes completely to shit, but you know what? While we're still alive, we're still going to control this narrative. So, fuck all the bullshit. Fuck all everything that you're thinking about and wanting, trying to do with this franchise. We're not going to let you do it. Not while we're alive. And for the younger fans, just stay on episodes 1 through 6. Get yourself a Rogue One, because I fucks with that. Abu Nas approves. Get the Clone Wars. The books that we call the EU, that Disney and fake Lucasfilm put slapped the Legends tag. That shit ain't Legends. That's fucking canon. The sequel trilogy has failed. J.J. Abrams had some sort of plan. Rian Johnson said, "Oh my God, look at what J.J. wrote. This shit is funny. I know I ain't gonna be doing that. I'm gonna do my own thing." Exactly. Now look where we at. Now they gave this fucker the Saturn Award for writer. I'm sitting up here like, what? Who's the genius that did that? And what did they do? Sit around in the room just, shit, man. We're gonna give the Saturn Award to brethren. Shit, fucking shit is great, man. What we gonna give this to? Oh, we got a couple of movies, man, that we need to give this to. I don't even know, man. My brain is all fucked up from that kush we was smoking, man. Can we give it to that guy that was doing what was that movie? The Get Out thing? And yeah, we could give it to. But I got some other people that I like to give this award to. How about that cat that was writing the Infinity War? That shit was lit. I like that, man. Yeah, that movie was kind of hot. But they they kind of like was too late to get in on the award season, so we got to get it to somebody. How about that dude Rian Johnson? Rian what? Did he write and direct The Last Jedi? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just give it to him. I can't think of nobody else to give this shit to. Was that movie good? Oh, that movie was trash, fam. But I don't really give a fuck, and I'm already paid, so let's give it to him, man. And there you go. He got it. Writing a trash-ass movie. Directing a bullshit trash-ass movie. And having these little sycophant, kiss-ass, boot-licking bastards that's sitting up there loving him. Oh, Rian Johnson, he won the Saturn Award. I'm so happy. I'm going to get on Twitter right now, and I'm going to tell all those little sexist, racist, man-baby, white bastards that... Oh, shit. Abu Nas just said, fuck Rian Johnson. He's a beta male cuck. What is a cuck? I need to Google it. He's black. What? I thought it was just all white men. You know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna tell him that he should go die in a fire. That's what I'm gonna do. Rian Johnson is the best. Always. I'm gonna always love him. Mm-hmm. Just like a sucker for love would do. But you know Rian Johnson don't really care about you guys. you pretty much are here today, gone tomorrow. and the funny thing is, he's still not gonna get that trilogy. For no reason at all. All of it is a smokescreen. He's just leading you on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's like the hottest chick in the world. You know, you buying a dinner, you paying for gifts and all that. And then by the time you get to the crib, you ready to get your bang on. Wow! I'm gonna be hitting that. Then she pulls up on the thing like, I'm sorry, just been a long day. Can we make a rain check? Rain check? Bitch, I just blew all my rent money on you. What I did? Can I suck a titty or something? Can I get my lips on you or something? We'll save it for the next time. I'll give you a call. Oh, okay. All right, but you got my number, right? Yep, I got your number. Have a good night. Mwah. Rose Tico. Mwah. That's pretty much what y'all doing. Y'all being led by the nose. And then when Ryan pulls the plug, y'all gonna be sitting up there just like, what happened? Yeah, what happened? Ryan got fired. We told you that was gonna happen. But your hard-headed asses just wanted to just, swinging on his nuts. Enjoying yourself and disrespecting us along the way because you really think you got the upper hand, but you don't. But, like I said, the Abu Nasr Rehabilitation Center is filled to capacity. We're turning people away. We're turning assholes and sycophants and suckasses and bootlickers like you away. You don't need help. You need to burn. You need to burn along with these assholes. Rian Johnson is producer, his landlord, his janitor. He likes janitors. I noticed that. Got janitors almost in every film he makes. But it makes me know never mind. Like I said, I'm part of the boycott crew. I'm proud of that. When somebody tells me, yo, you going to see the new Star Wars movie? I'm like, nope. How come? Because I'm boycotting that shit. That's a badge of honor, man. That's a badge of pride. You boycotting a movie that you never saw? Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to keep doing it because they don't deserve my money. Simple as that. Now they got The Last Jedi on Netflix. You can watch that piece of trash to your heart's content. I only went in there to give it the thumbs down. I wish I could write a piece behind it. It's like, whoever watches this piece of trash, you are already brain dead. Good night. But it is what it is. But I just wanted to, just get these thoughts down and just stay on the grind where our legacy characters have been decimated and destroyed behind the machinations of a wannabe filmmaker who is trying to do an art house film on our 40-year-old franchise. And Kathleen Kennedy let him do this shit. And we didn't need a movie of Solo because the whole premise behind that was just was tired. And then when the movie came out, you already know that it wasn't even all that great. We're done. So hopefully Bob Iger and the shareholders, me myself personally, I'm hoping that Comcast outbids them so they could burn this shit down at Lucasfilm even faster. But we're going to wait and see. In the meantime, I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep entertaining everybody. I had a blast, being at that round table with Stephanie Janisek, Mad Talk TV and Reviews for You. Shout out to my girl, Bonnie Burgess. Thank you, baby, for, setting this whole thing up with me because this was my first time and I had a blast. Love to do more of it. Let's see, what else that was on my mind? I can't think of anything else. Other than the fact that, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to keep doing what I'm doing. And if I got every breath of me, I'm going to dedicate myself to the boycott to let people and get them educated on you don't have to settle for shit that was great from the beginning. If it wasn't broke, don't fix it. That's the thing. And I'm hurt and I'm disgusted by the way that the fair weather fans are acting like we don't have a voice and we don't know what we're talking about when we're telling you how bad these movies are. But you want J.J. Abrams to go for broke, throw everything but the kitchen sink, You know, have Force Ghost Luke fight Force Ghost Snoke. Phasma coming back from the grave. You know, Han miraculously survived the fall from the shaft. You know, get Darth Maul, Darth Sidious, Darth Bane, Grand Moff Tarkin back. You just throw everything but the kitchen sink, but it's not gonna work. The sequel trilogy is dead. You can't fix it with one movie. You really can't. No matter how hard you try. You can put everything in there. All I'm going to see, even if it is exciting and, you know, got like nice scenes and everything, you know, part of my brain will say, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. But the other side of my brain, like, but we wasted 2 movies just to get to that point. So fucking, it's no good. Because I can't harp on a so-called trilogy that only one movie is great and the other 2 were trash. Can't do it. Won't do it. You know? That's me, you know, staying woke. The real woke. But other than that, yeah. 31 minutes. So much for that. But in any case, like I said, I love all of you guys. You know, and I'm never going to stop screaming that. At all. You know, so I'm hoping that you guys keep watching the videos, whether it's myself, you know, Geeks and Gamers, World Clash Bullshitters, John Talk Star Wars, SC Reviews, you know, Comics Pro Secrets, you know, Anomaly, Opinion, The Gospels According to Mark with a C, Stephanie Janicek, like I always mention, Reviews for You, Mad Talk TV, everybody. Just get at everybody and get the knowledge and get the learning. Me, I'm going to try to keep entertaining you as best as I possibly can. But I know one thing, you know, every day that has me surrounded by you guys is a blessing. So with that, this is another episode of The High Ground. I am your host, the Baron of Cloud City, Abu Nas. Sorry that this wasn't as entertaining as it could be, but I'm going to keep working on it. Other than that, God bless and good night. I'm going to see you in the next one.